Navigating Customs Documentation. Pharmaceutical Imports. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be delving into the topic of customs documentation for pharmaceutical imports. Importing pharmaceutical products requires careful attention to detail, adherence to stringent regulations, and a focus on product safety and quality. By understanding the customs documentation process and requirements, importers can ensure compliance and efficient clearance for their pharmaceutical shipments. So, let's dive right in. Pharmaceutical imports encompass a wide range of products, including prescription drugs, over-the-counter medications, vaccines, and medical devices. These products are subject to strict regulations to protect public health and safety. Importers must comply with the health authority requirements of the importing country, such as the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, in the United States, and the European Medicines Agency, EMA, in the European Union. These requirements ensure that imported pharmaceutical products meet safety, quality, and efficacy standards. Prior to importing pharmaceutical products, importers must obtain the necessary permits and licenses from the relevant health authorities. These documents demonstrate compliance with regulations and authorize the importation of specific pharmaceuticals. Importers are required to provide quality certificates and manufacturing records for pharmaceutical products. These documents verify that the products have been manufactured according to Good Manufacturing Practices, GMP, and meet the required quality standards. In many countries, pharmaceutical products need to be registered with the health authorities before importation. Importers must submit detailed information about the product, including its composition, indications, dosages, and manufacturing processes. Pharmaceutical products must comply with specific labeling and packaging requirements. Importers must ensure that the labels accurately represent the product, including its ingredients, dosage instructions, warnings, and expiration dates. Many pharmaceutical products require cold chain storage and transportation to maintain their integrity and effectiveness. Importers must provide documentation to prove that the products have been properly handled and stored within the required temperature range. Importing controlled substances and narcotics requires additional documentation and permits. Importers must comply with regulations imposed by the importing country's drug enforcement authorities to prevent abuse and protect public health. Accurate customs declarations must be made for pharmaceutical imports, including detailed descriptions, quantities, and values of the products. Importers must follow customs guidelines for determining the customs value of pharmaceuticals, including packaging, labeling, and other associated costs. Importers of pharmaceutical products must also navigate intellectual property rights regulations to ensure that they are not importing counterfeit or patent-infringing products. These regulations protect the intellectual property of pharmaceutical manufacturers. Importers are required to maintain comprehensive records of their pharmaceutical import transactions and related documents. These records may be subject to auditing and reporting obligations by customs authorities and health agencies. Given the complexity of customs documentation for pharmaceutical imports, importers often seek the expertise of regulatory and customs brokerage professionals. They have in-depth knowledge of the regulatory requirements and can help ensure compliance and efficient customs clearance. Importers of pharmaceutical products deal with sensitive information regarding product formulas, patient data, and manufacturing processes. It is essential to handle this information with utmost security and confidentiality to protect commercial and patient interests. Importers should conduct regular risk assessments and compliance audits to identify and address any potential gaps in their customs documentation processes. This proactive approach helps to ensure ongoing compliance and identify areas for improvement. It is important for importers to invest in continuous education and training for their staff involved in handling pharmaceutical imports. This helps them stay updated on regulatory changes and ensures that they understand the intricacies of customs documentation requirements. Navigating the customs documentation process for pharmaceutical imports requires a thorough understanding of regulatory requirements, attention to detail, and collaboration with experts in the field. By complying with health authority regulations, obtaining the necessary permits and licenses, maintaining accurate records, and working with regulatory professionals, importers can ensure regulatory compliance and the safe importation of pharmaceutical products. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more valuable insights on customs brokerage and international trade.